it's Elizabeth with Callie's Clips and Crochet Creations. So I started getting a new subscription to yarn fun stuff from Jimmy Bean's Wool, and I thought those would be more fun for you to see. And if you haven't tried these out, they're a lot of fun. So it's $10 a month. I don't get anything for telling you this, no subscription savings or anything, but it's just $10 a month for a bag, and it has just some mini samples in there. I think about 20 yards on each one, so not a ton, but there's links to usually a pattern to go with what's in there, and then there's a whole bunch. They have a neat little folder in Ravelry online of project ideas to use for the small skeins. So this is my second month getting it. So last month I got a similar bag that is, excuse my face, purple, and then it had some fun stuff on the back that says, "Don't touch my scraps, notions, needles, none of your business." It's a project bag, and I love having these little project bags. I didn't show you last month, so I thought it'd be fun to show you what I've got in the last 2 months. I haven't even opened this month's yet. So last month we got, hold on a second, let me pull it out. I know it's hard to see. My computer is on the fritz. The camera doesn't want to work, so I'm on my phone. But it comes with like a little sample card, and it tells you what's inside. And I'm going to say this wrong, but last month's sample was Shibui yarn, and it gave you 4 different kinds from their brand, and they're the specific ones they have in there, they're meant to kind of mix and match. So different people got different colors, but it gave all the info on the different colors, and we got, I got this beautiful like olive green color in 4 different type of yarns. You can see they're very different. Like this one has like the braided yarn, and then they're all different, like fine, worsted, that different kind of stuff. So I haven't, as you can see, I didn't do anything with my samples last month. I'm gonna kind of hold on to them and see what I can do. And then usually you get a link to a pattern, which was a fun little headband last month. I did not make it, but it was neat looking. And there's a knit and crochet version, so they try to work with both of us that enjoy both crafts or one or the other. The other thing we got was like a soak for probably blocking your yarn or cleaning your knits, and then there was a needle, and I actually accidentally got 2 last month. I think someone was packing fast. But that was last month's bag, and it's always a surprise. You never know what you're gonna get. So this is this month's bag. It came in an orange bag this time, and this time the bag says property of, so I could put my name on there if I wanted to. So let's see what's inside. I haven't looked yet, so I'm excited to see. I have seen a few posted online. Oops, I'm catching some yarn here. There we go. Oh, we've got some fun samples. I've actually got 5 yarn samples in here this month. So here is the project bag on the front there. It's got some bottles and some bottle cozies, I suppose you could say. This says, "Make it machine washable with super wash wool," which is awesome because I really like that. Some wools make me kind of itchy, but I like super wash. It doesn't make me itch as much. Unfortunately, I have very sensitive skin. Let's see, and then there's a chart that talk about the different ones. It looks like we have one from Lorna's Laces, one from Malintosh, which I love. There's a Plymouth yarn, Rowan, which I've used several of theirs, and then Universal. What I like is that it tells you the type of yarn, which this is all superwash wool. It tells you if it's hand or machine dyed, tells you the kind of gauge. These are all considered worsted yarns this month. It tells you how much would normally come on a skein of those, and I'm going to say that right. I always say skein. Someone keeps correcting me, and thank you. It's skein. And then it tells you how much each one of those would be and how much you'd get. So let's see what kind of other fun things we got in here this month. Oh, you know what I really like? Normally they put a link to the pattern on the line. This month they've actually included a little pamphlet with the pattern printed out and put in there. Again, there is a knit version and a crochet version, so that's really fun. I like that. I like having this handy. That's something new this month, I think, instead of a link on the site. There's always a hand note with love from whoever packed it. This one was packed by Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. We also got another soak. So here's another soak for the yarn. A nice little business card and a thank you. So, and then it also has a thank you from Unraveled Designs and Yarn. Get 50% off a pattern, and then the link to the shop with a code. So that'll be fun. I'll check that out and see what that shop's about. I also saw, I did not know what these were, and someone was asking. I saw some of their bags, and I would have done the same thing. I have no idea what these were. They're actually Pom Pom Makers, and I guess you can use different size ones, but these come apart, and you actually take the yarn and wind them around, which I think would take forever. I have actual Pom Pom Makers that like open up. I think these would take forever, but I'd like the advantage of making teeny little pom-poms or different size ones. So I think this is a neat tool to have on hand that I normally wouldn't have purchased. So now sometimes they put, yes, they usually label the yarn, so there's usually a little card inside so we know what it is. This is a pretty charcoal gray color. I'm really liking that. Let's see what kind this is. This is the Rowan Pure Wool Worsted Superwash in it's a heather, and there's 15 yards of that. So that's that one. Again, that's the gray Rowan. We have a beautiful cream color. The light's kind of hitting that. It's just it's very soft. Now when I feel this, I feel it's not scratchy, but this one is definitely really, really soft compared to that one. Like this would be really comfy to have a sweater out of or a scarf. This is the Plymouth Worsted Merino Superwash, which merino wool is awesome. This is in natural. There's 15 yards of that. And what I like this month, I think usually you only get 4 and you get 20 yards-ish. So this month I think we got 5, and it's looking like 15 yards on each one. This colorway is beautiful. It's hard to tell, but there's kind of it's grays and kind of a charcoaly purpley, a dusty purple is what I would say, but probably more gray. Oop, here comes the card. This is Lorna's Laces Shepherd Worsted in Flushing, and then 15 yards of that. I love that these are all worsted, so you could make like a sampler out of it if you wanted to. I don't know what my ultimate goal is with all these because they are so small, but I think I'm just going to kind of collect them for like a year or so and then see what little scraps I have and make something fun with it. I don't know. This is a light gray. Again, it's not as soft as the other two. I should have mentioned this. This one is very soft and squishy. I like it too. And this one's a little bit more wool filling to me. This is, again, the Universal Deluxe Worsted Superwash. In Smoke Heather, there's 15 yards of that. So it's another heather, which would look really pretty with the charcoal gray. Could mix those together. And then again, we got that 5th color, which this is beautiful. I knew this was Malintosh because I have some in a colorway I've used before. It's great yarn. And this is Malintosh Vintage in Amber Trinket, and there's 15 yards. It's got just, you can see the color in that. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love this. This is really nice. It might just make a fun little coaster, maybe like make a little pumpkin out of it. I know we're almost done with fall. We're definitely into Christmas. So there's not anything that's super Christmassy, but I mean, that kind of would have been fun, but I think more fall along. So these are the 5 samplers that I got this month. So I'm looking forward to trying out these different yarns. And then we'll check out the pattern there. That looks like fun. I don't generally have bottles to cover. That's just not my thing. But those are kind of fun. Like I like this little chevron little pattern. Maybe you could turn it into a can cozy or coffee cozy or something. I like to adjust things as a pattern designer, but the little hats on top are fun too. So I've really gotten into knitting lately. It's becoming one of my new favorites, and maybe someday I'll start doing some knit patterns along with the crochet patterns. So we'll see. I'm learning a lot. There's a lot to learn in knitting, but anyways, So yeah, that was a really fun bag. I think it was totally worth the $10. I don't know how much the Pom Pom Maker's worth. So it's kind of a fun little accessory to add on. And I love that mine is pink and purple and cream, because purple and pinks are some of my favorite colors. So anyways, happy holidays. Thanks for joining me. If you'd like to check out these bags, I will leave a link to Jimmy Bean's wool website. It's been a pleasure working with them. I shouldn't say working with them, just ordering from them has been a pleasure. Their website, the people, and from what I'm getting to know about them, they're really an awesome company. And generally, if I start being able to afford some nicer yarns, I would definitely purchase from them in the future. I've got some great yarn shops to me local, so that is a blessing. And I do go and splurge there once in a while. But I love these samplers because it's just getting to feel and squish and hug and hold different yarns that I might not always try. So if you'd like to, again, I'll leave the links below. I'd love for you to subscribe. Maybe you can see what I've got coming up next month. We got a new year ahead of us. It'll be 6 years of Callie's Clips and Crochet Creations. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So thanks for joining the journey. Have a happy holidays, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.